Work-life balance. It doesn't have to be either work or your personal life. It can be both. You can have fun at work and have fun outside your workplace and have enough time with your family for your own personal exercises. We can figure out a balance between the two. Work-life balance. Let me ask you a question. Do you have enough time for family, sports, home chores, church, and social activities? If the answer is yes, then you have a good work-life balance. I want to share with you some 3 blocks on this very exciting subject, work-life balance. Block 1, effects of poor work-life balance. Block 2, changes you can make at work. And block 3, changes you can make at home. Please watch this video to the end. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of learning. Before I go to block 1, can we do a stress test? And the reason I'm asking this is because maybe you think you don't have any stress, you don't need work-life balance. Can I take you through a very simple stress test? I'm going to ask you 10 questions. Give them a rating, a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. For every item, each of the 10 items, give it a 1. 1 is not at all. 2, several days. 3, more than half of the days. 4, nearly every day. So here we go. Just rate each of these 10 questions and let's see what your score is. So question 1, I have poor sleep, either too little sleep or too much sleep or broken sleep. If that is true for you, I have poor sleep, too little sleep, too much or broken sleep. If not at all, give it a 1. If this happens several days, give it a 2. More than half of the days, give it a 3. Nearly every day, give it a 4. Question 2. Without trying to diet, I have lost or gained weight. Without trying to diet, I have lost or gained weight. Not at all, rate it a 1. Several days, 2. More than half of the days, 3. Nearly every day, 4. And that follows for question 3 to 10. Question 3. I feel tired, fatigued, and frustrated, having little energy. I feel tired, fatigued, and frustrated, having very little energy. Question 4. I feel down, depressed, and hopeless. I'm uncertain about the future. I feel down, depressed, and hopeless. I'm uncertain about the future. Question 5. I have little interest or pressure in doing things. It takes great effort for me to do simple things. I have little interest or pressure in doing things. It takes great effort for me to do simple things. Question 6. I feel like a failure. I have let myself and my family down. I feel like a failure. I have let myself and my family down. Question 7. I have trouble concentrating on things such as work, reading the newspaper, or watching TV. I have trouble concentrating on things such as work, reading the newspaper, or watching TV. Question 8. I have been moving or speaking so slowly that other people have noticed. I have been moving or speaking so slowly that other people have noticed. 9. I feel guilty and trapped and deserving punishment. I feel guilty and trapped and deserving punishment. 10. I feel like I'm better off dead. I have had thoughts of hurting myself. I feel like I'm better off dead. I have had thoughts of hurting myself. Now, do a summation of the 10. Add the score for all the 10 items. Just do a summation. This is just a simple stress test. Now, if you got 10 out of 10, no depression likely. 10 out of 10, no depression likely. 11 to 19, if your score is 11 to 19, mild depression, mild depression. If your score is 20 to 29, 20 to 29, you are depressed. You are depressed. If you have a score of 30 and above, you're severely depressed. You have severe depression. 30 and above, severe depression. And there are many medical approaches. Mine is non-medical approaches. In fact, I even wrote a book on how to deal with depression the non-medical way. 60 days to defeat depression. And this is not your usual book. This is not a book to read. It's a book to practice. You have to practice what I've written in this book for 60 days in a row. If you had 30 and above, a score of 30 and above, I suggest you get this book from Amazon.com. Practice what I've written in this book. Reading won't help you. There's a gap between knowledge and doing. Just practice what I've suggested for 60 days. You will give me a testimony like millions of people from all over the world. Now, today I want to give you a formula that will also work for you to balance between work and home. So the first block, my first focus, effects of poor work-life balance. Effects of poor work-life balance. In other words, if you have a poor work-life balance, what's going to happen to you? And how do you know you have a poor work-life balance? I'm going to give you 12 evidences that you are suffering from poor work-life balance. Look at these 12 characteristics. Number one, irritability. You get easily irritable, easily annoyed. You feel entitled to support from others. And you feel like everyone owes you something. Number two, social withdrawal. You want to stay alone. You're not comfortable being in the presence of others. You soak yourself on social media or on TV. You lock yourself in the bedroom. You are no longer interested in taking coffee or a drink with anyone. Number three, feelings of inadequacy. You don't feel adequate enough at your place of work. You don't feel qualified for a certain job or a certain promotion. You don't feel adequate for your children. You don't feel like you're a good dad or a good mom. You feel like you're letting everyone down and letting yourself down. You don't feel like you deserve to be a movie star. You don't even feel beautiful. Number four, loss of interest. Losing interest in your hobbies, in your sports, losing interest in life, losing interest in people, in social activities, losing interest in your work, in your family, in your marriage. Number five, erratic sleep habits. Either you are sleeping too much, you have to be woken up, or you're lacking sleep. You go to bed when you're very sleepy, 30 minutes later you have no sleep. Or you go to sleep, after 2-3 hours you get up, you sleep again, you get up, you need pills to sleep because you have broken sleep. That's erratic sleep habits. Number six, physical symptoms like headaches or migraines, lower back pains, muscle aches, joint aches, physical symptoms. Number seven, fatigue and lack of energy. You feel so tired after waking up in the morning when you are meant to have rested. In the evening, you wish it was in the morning. You don't have the energy to sleep. In the morning, you wish it was in the evening. You walk slowly. You feel like not doing any work. You feel just like resting on the couch. You're lacking energy. You're lacking drive. You're lacking motivation. You are feeling fatigued throughout. Number eight, difficulty thinking clearly, remembering, concentrating, or making decisions. You easily forget events, birthdays, anniversaries of important people in your life. You easily forget even work assignments when they're supposed to be submitted. You can't remember people's names, 2, 3, 4 people, even people who are critical to you. You're given some assignment by your boss and you can hardly recall the assignment. Number 9, loss or increased appetite and drastic weight changes without dieting. Some people, when they are stressed, they overeat, so they gain weight. Some people, when they are stressed, they lack appetite. They are not able to eat, so they lose weight, and they were not intending to lose weight. They just lose weight without dieting at all. Number 10, constant pessimism, lack of hope and faith in the future. You keep feeling like things are not working out. The country will go into flames. Your marriage will collapse. Nobody's going to propose to you if you're single. You lack faith in the future. You feel like you're going to lose your job. You're going to be fired. You feel like you're about to get an accident. You're going to die soon. You're lacking faith in the future. You know what? Zig Ziglar used to say, when there is faith in the future, there is power in the present. Number 11, use of stimulants. Stimulants are uppers like Ritalin, crack, and cocaine. And depressants, use of depressants. Depressants are downers like morphine, alcohol, heroin. Stimulants usually keep you awake, keep you active. Depressants, on the other hand, lower your energy level like alcohol, morphine, heroin. If you're abusing drugs and alcohol, you could be depressed. And number 12, recurrent thoughts of death or suicide. Recurrent thoughts of death or suicide. Everyday Health states that over 66% of suicides have depression as a factor. Now think about the 12 factors I gave you, all those 12 characteristics. If you have 1 to 3 of them, you have good work-life balance. You have what I call normal stress levels. If out of the 12 characteristics I gave you, you only have 1 to 3. If it's 4 to 6, you're really stressed. 7 to 9, very stressed. Mild depression. 10 to 12, you are depressed completely. You have severe depression and you need to ask for help. Don't bury your head in the sand like the proverbial ostrich. Now, my second block today, changes you can make at work. It's not enough to know you're stressed or depressed. The question is then, how do you arrive at work-life balance? So I want to propose some changes you can make at work. Can work be stressful? Of course, yes. So what causes stress at work? Many things. Many factors make us stressed at work. Let me just outline 10 factors that cause stress at work. 10 of them. Oh, goodness. Why do people get stressed at work? Number 1, poor work relationships. There is someone you can't talk to, either at your level or above you or beneath you. People can't take your instructions. If you are a boss, they are sabotaging you. Or you feel your boss is not a team player. Number 2, poor communication. You're not sure about your targets. You're not very sure about what is expected of you. People seem to blame you for what was not communicated clearly. Number 3, workload. You have too much work. Number 4, working hours. You're putting too much at work at the expense of your personal life. You're neglecting your family, your health, your own mental health or mental well-being at the expense of your work because the working hours are too long. Prolonged working hours. You're hitting over 12 hours. Usually we should work 8 hours a day. And some people, it's not the boss telling you to work for 12 hours or 16 hours. You're causing your personal burnouts. You're trying to earn too much within too little time, using the wrong work formula of increasing the number of working hours rather than the value per working hour. Number 4, bullying or harassment, either by a colleague or a boss. Number 6, lack of appreciation. You feel you're putting too much in your work and you're not being rewarded or compensated commensurate to your effort. Number 7, lack of support by your seniors or even your peers. Number 8, challenging work. That's different from workload. This is taking an assignment you're not able to crack. And this is very common in ICT, where people say they can develop this app for the organization, but they literally don't have the capacity or the skill. So the work is challenging for you. You could be a researcher, but you don't have the skills to use SPSS. You could be an accountant, but the balance sheets are not balancing. You need to, you have a challenging work. Number 9, management style. Maybe your boss is autocratic in his leadership approach. And number 10, personal problems. You could be bereaved. You could be having marriage issues. You could be crashing with your fiancé, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You could be struggling with an ailment, a sickness. You could be having issues with your mother-in-law or somebody who is your roommate, and you're bringing your personal issues to your workplace. Now let's look at these 10 problems again. These 10 causes of stress at work, and see what we can do to manage each of these things. Number one, poor work relationships. Ask yourself clearly, what is my role in enhancing this work relationship? Because a peaceful person lives in a peaceful world. A hostile person lives in a hostile world. Don't try to change others, change yourself. Reach out to your colleagues, reach out to your boss. No one is against you. The world is not colluding against you. Don't imagine there is anyone working out your downfall. Number two, poor communication. If you think there is weak communication channels in your workplace, insist on your boss writing it down on email. Then you have a place for reference. You know, when it is written down, then it becomes clear. And if it's not clear, there are people, even when they write, they lack clarity. Then clarify. Is this what you're saying? And clarify through writing. Number three, workload. If you feel the work you have been given is beyond you, it is too much, say it. Don't allow someone to say, hey, I gave so and so such an assignment and they did it. Why can't you? No, you're not that person. We all have different capacities. So just speak. Just say, this is too much for me. I'm not able to hit this target. Can we lower my target? We all have different capacities. Number four, working hours. Agree about how many hours you're supposed to work. You have a job description. You have an appointment letter. Agree that maybe you have been given too many hours beyond what was your contract. And agree how you need to be compensated for extra hours. Number five, bullying or harassment. If you feel someone is bullying you, especially sexual harassment, don't make an assumption. Go to that person and tell them, hey, please, I felt like you touched me in an indecent manner. I felt like you intruded into my personal space. Most people will just apologize because most harassment at work is perceived. But if it's true harassment from especially a senior, someone threatening you because of their position, pick it up with your HR. There is always recourse. Stop complaining. Take action. Nobody is responsible for your happiness. Happiness cannot come to you. It can only come from you, from within you. Number six, lack of appreciation. Now, this is your responsibility to discuss with your immediate supervisor or your HR about the reward system in your company. And before you complain, check the industry standards, benchmark, figure out whether this is a personal problem you need to address or this is literally a company issue. Number seven, lack of support. Ask for specific support, specify support. Sometimes people think they're supporting you and they may be falling short of your expectations. Clarify. Number eight, challenge in work. Don't pick an assignment you're not able to do. If you don't know, just say clearly, I have never done it before, but I'll give it a shot. And then go back to your supervisor and say, hey, I gave it a shot. It's not working. What is important is your attitude. Always maintain a positive outlook, a positive mental work attitude. You win in life, in your own health, in your family life, and with others by just maintaining a great work attitude. Number nine, management style. Leaders have different management styles. Learn to adjust, learn to flow, learn to fit in the management style of your boss. But if you feel he or she is too much, just approach them with a lot of respect and tell them you feel like their approach is a little bit too harsh. And be very specific, specify. Maybe it's the way he communicates, maybe it's the way she communicates. Specify. Maybe it's the targets that are too much. Maybe your boss is alcoholic and expects other people to behave like them. And number 10, personal problems. Don't try to pour and to vent your personal problems on other staff members. Ask for help, but don't bring your frustrations to others. Try to always figure out what is the genesis of your stress. What is the foundation? Where did it start? And family problems need to be addressed at home. And if you come at work and you feel that this is too much at work, share with your HR. Approach your HR department and tell them, I feel like some things happening at home are weighing too heavy, too much on my work life. I need help. Let me give you some additional tips. Stress management additional tips to help you in your workplace. 8 of them, quick ones. 1, have a daily to-do list. A checklist so that you're clear with what you're supposed to do. Clarify the exact things you're supposed to do today, the exact activities, the project you're supposed to bring to a closure. Start with the most important. Give it your all. Number 2, take breaks in between work. Don't sit for so long. That causes a lot of lower back pains, a lot of migraines. Just standing. And one way to help you walk around, number 3 is walk around. Walk around. Sip some water. Drinking water reduces a lot of heat in your body. And it forces you to go to the restrooms. And that helps you to walk around. Number 4, listen to some music. If you're in a department that allows you to listen to some music like ICT, there's some departments you can work behind the scenes with some music. Yeah, number 5, sorry, talk to your boss. Let your boss know when you're stressed. Tell them you need just a short break. It helps. Number 6, remote working. I mean, there are many organizations right now that will allow you to work right from home or to work from a restaurant, so long as you deliver results. Number 7, take time off. Sometimes you only need to get out of work for 2-3 days. Change is as good as a rest. And just go to the beach or to the woods, to a national park, to a zoo, to a movie. Just take some time off. It's okay to ask for time off even if it's going to eat up on your leave days. And number 8, ask for help. This is the biggest. This is huge. Just reaching out and saying, I need help. You are never meant to solve all your problems all by yourself. You are never meant to walk through this life alone. Isolation minimizes creativity. Isolation limits imagination. There is no problem that is too big for all of us. There is no stress that we can't manage when we are together. Learn to reach out for help. Unmask, be real, be authentic, say it's hurting. Men in particular, it is harder for men to ask for help than for women, because as men, when we were growing up, we were told men never cry. We were told men never show emotions. Come on, forget all that trash and reach out for help. Reach out for help. Don't sink when help is just near you. A lot of help is always near us, if only we can reach out. Work changes, so must you. The world of work is evolving, so must you change. My third block, and the last one, changes you can make at home. Changes you can make at home to have a better work-life integration. Let me propose 10 things you can do in your home. 10 things you can do at home to enhance your work-life balance. Number 1, listen to soft music in the car on your way home. This will soothe your soul and your spirit and your mind. Music is so soothing. It will calm you down. Number 2, phone a friend hands-free on your way home. Don't get into trouble with the cops. Just call a friend who makes you laugh, who makes you enjoy, who makes you laugh hysterically, but make sure you do it hands-free. Go talking. And don't discuss anything about work unless you're making fun of your work. Number 3, unplug from the internet. Learn to unplug from work and out of work. Don't allow work to sneak into your private life through the back door of gadgets. If you have finished work at 5 o'clock, do like me, switch off your phone. Your boss might end up getting some urgent work and he will call whoever is available. Switch off that phone and get into your free world. No one will judge you if your phone is off. Number 4, go for workouts. You have no idea what workouts will do for you. For me, I go for hiking every single week. Take a walk in the woods. Trust me. Nature has a way of reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. And when you jog, when you exercise, you release endorphins. You know, if you live near a beach, go take a walk in the beach or near a waterfall, a fountain, or in the woods. If you live in the city, maybe your only option is to be in the park, to walk in the streets, or to hit the gym. Whatever it takes. When you hit the gym, when you work out, and you do the cardios, you release endorphins, the feel-good hormones, and they suppress cortisol, the stress hormone. Number 5, relax in the shower. This is not easy for many of us because we take a quick shower. Everything is instant. 2 minutes, we are out. Enjoy your body. Touch your body properly. There is no sin in that. This is a gift from God. Enjoy that shower. And over the weekends, when you have time and you have a bathtub, get into the bathtub. Soak yourself right in the water. Water is very therapeutic. Number 6, be active at home. Don't just sit on the couch. Bake a cake. Do laundry. Cook. Fix the dinner for the family. Do something. Clean up the house. Paint. Do something. Be active at home. You see, change is as good as rest. So long as you have an activity you're doing, the idea is to engage your mind. Disengage you from work. Disengage you from the stress at work. And engage you in another activity. And that causes your brain to relax. Your brain muscles immediately relax. Number 7, have enough sleep. Usually 8 hours. If you can't get 8, make sure you get 7 hours. Uninterrupted sleep. If you're lacking sleep, pick a book. Avoid screens. Trust me, guys. These gadgets causes of stress. Avoid screens during bedtime. If you can get Alexas from Amazon, that's all right, because you can have music when you're still in your bed. Otherwise, the best way if you're lacking sleep, pick a book like this. You'll be surprised by the time you do 2-3 pages and you're tired and exhausted because you're coming from a gym or from jogging or hiking. You'll just sleep. So if you leave your place of work, you go hike, you take a shower, then you take good dinner and eat before 6 p.m. Before 6 p.m. Don't eat late night. Don't eat late night. Take a book, read. You will just sleep. It works. Number 8, go for vacations. Who are you working for? Purpose. Every single year you must go for vacations. You are paying electricity bills, water bills, rentals or mortgage. You're paying school fees maybe for children. You're paying gas for your car. You're paying too much. Pay yourself. Go for vacation. Have some moments just to thank yourself, to self-congratulate yourself. Vacations play a big role in re-energizing you. And that becomes like a moment to rethink about the next phase of your life. Number 9, build a social support system. Be in the company of other people. Have a group where you share your most challenging issues, where you laugh together, where you do stuff together. And number 10, ask for help from your friends. If they can't solve it, if it's beyond them, seek for professional advice. And the good news is this, in the corporate world, most companies have made provision for this help. If only you can ask for help. My emphasis in this particular video, ask for help. I have some additional tips for the married. This is just for the married. 5 additional tips for the guys who are married. If you're married, let me give you some suggestions for the married only. If you're single, please stop listening to this now. Pause the video for a moment. If you're married, some 5 things. Number 1, play with the kids. If God has blessed you with children, play with the kids. If you don't have children, you prayed for it and they're not forthcoming, adopt children. You'll be amazed. I have 2 children, a boy and a girl. You'll be amazed the joy children bring at home. Number 2, make love daily. I'm talking about sex. Go all the way. Sex activates oxytocin in our blood system. And that suppresses cortisol, the stress hormone. Learn to make love. If there is any reason you have that will prevent you from being intimate sexually, talk. Don't wish it away. Talk as a couple. Tell your husband, tell your wife, honey, today I need a break. Please, I need a break today. Talk over it. But I'm telling you this, just by being intimate, physical intimacy eliminates stress in your life. That's why God never intended any man or any woman to live alone. He wanted us to be in the company of others. He said it's not good for man to be alone. It's not good. It's not good. It's not healthy. So text each other during the day. Send romantic text to each other. Prepare each other for the evening. Don't just reach out to your partner when the lights go out. And by the way, don't switch off the lights when you're making love. Just have some LED lights, some beautiful lights. Enjoy the body of your woman. Enjoy the body of your man. Explore each other. Make love. You have no idea. It will freshen up your foreign day. Number 3, And I emphasize, this is for the married guys. Create me time. Number 3, create me time. This is funny, but I have to tell you, sometimes married people suffocate each other's space. They are all over each other 24 hours. It's okay sometimes to ask your partner for me time. Honey, I need 1 hour to walk in the woods alone, just to connect with me. What is important is to tell him or her where you're going and for how long. And usually when you're going for me time, don't carry your phone. Leave it at home. There's no secret between you and your partner. Leave your phone at home. Take a walk in the estate, in the subdivision, in your neighborhoods, without any gadgets, just alone. Just have some me time. It helps. Number 4, as a couple, go out for yoga, for dance, for Zumba, for aerobics, for salsa dance. Dance together and be present in the moment. Don't think about work, about children, about bills. Just enjoy the music together. Go out for dinner together. And number 5, try couples aromatherapy. Go to a spa. Get yourself into a jacuzzi, into sauna, into steam, and then into massage, aromatherapy, couples one. With some soft music. Try these things. Don't just earn for others. Learn to earn for yourselves. Even your own children will leave you. If you're single, my goodness, I'm thinking singles are thinking, Doc, why did you ignore the singles? Hey, if you're single, I have some tips for you. By the way, if you're single, I have 10 tips for you. Additional tips for singles, 10 of them. Number 1, chew gum. My God. Singles, no sex. Chew gum. Yeah, just chew gum. If you're single. Chew gum. Just chew gum. And trust me. Just chew gum. Just chew gum. That will work for you. It works for singles. Oh, yeah, chewing gum releases stress. Number 2, laugh. Laugh hysterically. Laugh like you're a madman. Laugh like there's no tomorrow. Watch gags just for laughs. Or mind your language, or any other comedy. Just look for things that make you tickle. Laugh. Number 3, hug passionately. Hug until you feel someone has hugged you. Hug. It's called touch therapy. If there is a single guy near you, tell them, touch me, baby. Hey, touch me, baby. Touch me slowly. Touch me passionately. Touch me as though there is no tomorrow. It works, guys. Hey, don't allow that guy to get out of work before he hugs you. Make use of your colleagues. Hug proper. Number 4, help the needy. I'm not saying you send money to the needy. That's important. But I'm saying physically be there. Feed the hungry. Visit the seniors, the elderly. Just help the needy. Eat food with the homeless, with an orphan. Take tea together with them. Take meals with them. Number 5, play piano or guitar. Any music instrument. I don't. I have no interest in music. So do something else if you're like me. Try Monopoly. Try chess. Try pool. Try darts. Play certain game. Go for bowling. Go for golf. Do any sport. Play ball. Play tennis. Come on, there is something for everyone. Even if it's just filling the puzzles or the crosswords. I'm still chewing gum. It's bad manners to do it in public. It's only for this lesson. Number 6, keep a pet. Now, I'm not the kind of a person who loves pets. Try. If you're single, there are people I know who never used to like pets. They kept a dog or a cat and it changed their lives. Washing the dog, walking with the dog, playing with the dog. Trust me, it does work. It doesn't work for everyone, but it does work for some people. Try a pet. Number 7, write down issues. Whatever is stressing you, write down on a piece of paper. All on your desktop. Once the issues go down, delete, even from the recycle bin. The idea of writing down is to vent, to create a safe space for venting. Number 8, hang out with peers. Go out with peers in a restaurant. for some tea date, for some coffee date, for a glass of wine if you can. Hang out with some peers. Number 9, reduce your coffee intake. I'm a coffee lover. And I used to be addicted to coffee. And I still take coffee to date. But I reduced, you won't believe this, from about 10 cups a day to 2 cups a day. So reduce your coffee intake. And number 10, try meditation. Especially biblical meditation. If you're able to meditate over the book of Psalms or just musical meditation, just listening to classical instrumentals, waterfalls, springs, try meditation, some quiet time. I'm not talking about Eastern religious practices. I'm talking of quiet time where you have some background music and we have some biblical meditation, which is powerful. Hey, if I blessed you today, share this video. Give me a comment. Let me know what you learned. Please give me a comment. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, you get notified every time I upload new videos. Every week, I upload new videos. Cheers!